Hello viewers, today we have an interesting topic to discuss. I want us to look at ways that will make us feel special in the eyes of the one we are courting. What can I do to let the lady or gentleman know I care? This boils down to a very important topic, which is conflict resolution. Do I easily forgive my partner or my spouse to be? Do I easily forgive? Do I easily settle down for us to talk about our differences and then move on? What are some of the ways that I can show that I care for you and you are so important to me? Some of these ways are to make room for you to express yourself. Anytime that we are together and we are discussing issues, I would want you to listen. Your gestures and your attitude can let me know that you are not interested in what I'm saying. It looks like you are wasting my time. You're on phone, you are not yet done, and the person is bidding you goodbye already. You pick a phone to call someone, and the person is already saying goodbye, but the person didn't call you. And every minute you want to give an excuse that you were in the middle of doing something very important. You have a nice way of letting your partner know, oh, can you call me in 10 minutes time? Can I call you back? And making sure you call back is a sign of respect. It's a sign of love. It's a sign that you care. But forgetting to return the calls of your loved one is questionable. Please, if we are fond of doing that, let's put a stop to it, because it will lead to conflicts. It will lead to offenses. People who contradict what you want to say. You say something very simple and they want to explain it to mean otherwise. It's so painful and you wouldn't want to find yourself in that situation. You start to talk and they finish the sentence for you. It means that finish quickly and let's move on. Please, if you want to show that you care, whatever bothers me, let it bother you. Whatever interests me, let it interest you. If I love to talk about football, learn about football, discuss football issues with me. If I love to talk about dresses, if I love to talk about fashion, learn to also be interested in fashion. Compliment me when I do something good and reprimand me when I offend you or I do something wrong. But love, you speak the truth to each other in love. The way and manner in which you put your concern across will tell if you love me, you care for me, or you just want to spite me. So friends, let us learn to respect each other. Let us learn to respect the views of others. Let us learn to respect the views of our partners. And let us listen. If we listen, we would understand. If we try to just hear without listening, then we wouldn't even get what they are communicating to us. Now, conflicts. Every human relationship can see conflicts. What I mean to say is that even with your siblings, your parents, there are certain times you disagree. It's part of life. It's part of human life. So if I'm courting someone and we have a misunderstanding, it shouldn't mean that we are not talking to each other again or the relationship should end. Because when we love each other, we don't even have conflicts during courtship. We will have conflicts when we marry. So we should learn how to resolve conflicts. We should learn how to forgive each other. And we should have a big heart to entertain and accommodate the shortcomings of our partners. So how do we handle offenses? If the person is quiet, some would not even tell you that they are offended, but their actions, they'll be quiet. And then you find out what is wrong. Some might not even tell what is wrong. But because you love the person, you would try to find a way of resolving the issue. And ladies, we'd like keeping quiet. Cold War, we are experts. Please try to warm up for the one that you love, lest you lose a very important or a good person. Let us also have time to investigate. We quickly jump into conclusion. If you want to be in a good relationship, ladies, pretend that you are blind. You haven't seen. Gentlemen, be deaf, because the way we communicate at times will let you be offended. Try to be blind to have a very successful marriage. courtship period, try to be deaf to be able to see you through your courtship journeys. Please, what do we do when there's a misunderstanding? Let's find time to talk. And when it's time for your partner to talk, make room, be patient enough, tolerant to hear to the end. Don't jump into conclusion. Don't try to understand halfway. Just put yourself in the shoes of your partner and listen carefully. Don't trivialize issues. I say again, don't trivialize issues. Don't go like you get offended easily. You are too much sensitive. You are too emotional. When you do that, you will not be resolving the problem. You'd rather be compounding it. Listen, and if there's the need for you to apologize, do apologize and give a simple hug by saying, let us forget about the past and move on. If you don't learn how to resolve conflicts during courtship, it will be difficult for you to resolve conflicts when you get married, because conflict is bound to come. Why do we keep dustbins in our home? We keep dustbins to put in rubbish. Why is that when we are going to empty the dustbin, we don't throw away everything? We bring the dustbin back into our house or our homes because there's still room for more filth to come. So please, the fact that I have apologized for a wrong doesn't mean I cannot wrong you again. For Christ's sake, we are all flesh and blood. We don't marry angels. In fact, there's no marriage in heaven. Even angels know that we will not go and marry them in heaven. So we don't have angels living here. Let us learn to resolve our conflicts. It is good that the Bible says that, let not the sun go down on your anger. Why? So that you can resolve conflicts before the next day. The longer it takes, the farther you will be apart. And learn not to shout at your partner. If you do that, it means that the distance between you is becoming lengthier. If you begin to shout, it means the person is far from you, or you are driving the person far away. Let us learn to control ourselves. Let us lower our voices when we are talking to people we love or we so care about. Beloveds, let us love, for love is God. Let us learn to forgive one another, and let us love. Love would help you forgive your brother or sister when the person wrongs you, and give people the chance to change, and give people the chance to apologize. It is good to love, and it's peaceful not to bear grudges against one another. I would urge us all not to live in the past by saying that you did this to me yesterday, you did this to me a month ago, you did this, and you keep doing it. Let us bear each other up with prayer, and by so doing, we'll be successful in our relationship. I wish you all well, and I wish you a conflict-free relationship by knowing how to resolve your conflict. Let's respect one another and the views of one another. Beloved, let us love. Thank you.